everyone, welcome back to another video. So it's been like a week since I posted any videos because that's because I was not doing very well, and I thought of doing a video this week because today is a very special day for me because today is reading day, and happy reading day to one and all out there. Whether you're a reader, not a reader, it does not matter. Reading is something that we all share in common. So my classes got started and I got stuck in my way, and that's why I didn't do a video last week, but it does not matter. Right now I'm here. So with today's video is one of the videos that really inspired me. That video is autobiographies that will make you think once again, because autobiographies are something that is taken from a person's life, a great person's life. It makes a lot of difference. So without any further ado, let's dive right into the video. So first book recommendation, or the first book I would like to recommend, is the book I got started because I was not such a big fan of autobiography. I read my first autobiography when I was 11 years old. I guess 12 years old when I was in my 7th grade. That book is The Wings of Fire by APJ Abdul Kalam. It was my first autobiography, and that was beautiful. I respect APJ Abdul Kalam as a person, as a personality, as everything, because he has got such an amazing thought that he shares a lot of his life experiences, and I feel really it's so overwhelming to like read on and on in that book because I'm such a big fan of APJ Abdul Kalam. I still love him. I always follow his words. I always try to make his thoughts and everything come to my life all the time. So this was my first book. So if any of the kids out there want to start reading autobiographies, and if you would like to like get into the field of autobiography, I will surely recommend read this book for the first. If you're doing it for the first time, I'll recommend you guys take this book first, because this book has got a lot of things in it and will make your reading life longer. So that's why I told you to read this book for the first time. So yeah, that was my first recommendation. So next book I would like to suggest is I Know Why the Caged Birds Sing. This book is the autobiography of Maya Angelou, and I really am a big fan of her. Her thoughts are so inspiring and I really love her. This is a 7-volume series. I recommend you guys read all of them because they are absolutely free. Just Google it. The book is entirely free. Just do it and find it. It's so inspiring. I cannot explain how much it changed me. All these books I read, all these aspects just touched my life so badly. That's why I developed myself as a good personality in front of everybody else. So that's how I recommend you guys all this book, because this book is a 7-volume series that you guys must read, because this book is absolutely free in Google. If you guys want it, I will just link it in the description below if I can. This book is so good. You guys have to read it. It explains her early years of before she became a writer and how she got it and all these things. I really recommend you guys read this book. I Know Why the Caged Birds Sing. So yeah, go read this book. Next book I would like to suggest is a book that I read last year. We had a chapter on this basis in our syllabus, and that's how I got introduced. I knew this book already, but I read this book after getting inspired from that particular chapter. And the name of the book is A Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Mandela. It explains his life when he was in prison and how the independence and all the freedom struggle made such an impact in his life. What were the consequences and all these things. Guys must read this. What were the circumstances and all these things, like really make us want to read more, because Nelson Mandela is such an amazing person. I really respect him as a social personality, as everything, because he is so good. You guys must read his autobiography. A Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Mandela is also an amazing book out there which you must read. The next book I would like to suggest is the book by Michelle Obama. I know you guys have read this book. This book is Becoming by Michelle Obama. It's so good. I really love how she explains and how she elaborates certain things from her life, like her experience in the White House and her different phases of motherhood, and how her life affected her childhood and her young age, her life experiences, how much it affected all these things. And it's so good. You guys must read this book. I got inspired a lot. And I'm really looking forward to read Barack Obama's book as well, because her book was the first I read, because I love her as a social personality. I respect her. I have a lot of respect for her, and therefore I read this book and I got really inspired, and I changed a lot of things in my life. I really recommend you guys read this book, because autobiographies are something that can entirely change all of our lives, because there is some things that can really make such big impact in our life, and that can, those people made a lot of mistakes in their life. We can correct them by reading on all of those. So yeah, I really recommend you guys go and read Becoming by Michelle Obama. If you guys are an advanced reader, I'm definitely sure you guys have read this because we all are such a big fan of Michelle Obama right now after reading Becoming. You know, everybody have different thoughts, so I don't really say that. So yeah, just read this book. It's so good. Next book is also an amazing book that touched my heart, but unfortunately this book was the second part of my life because I watched the movie first, so that made a really big difference. But I suggest you guys go and read the book first and then watch the movie because, you know, a book is really different from a movie whatsoever. So I recommend you guys a book called The Glass Castle. This book is so good, guys. It's about 4 siblings learning to live by themselves, and this book is by Jenna Williams, I guess. It's been a lot since I read this book, so I'm planning to read it next day. So this book was so good. It changed my life a lot. You will feel how to live by yourself, how to live a free-spirited life and all these things. It's so good. You guys must read on this book. I cannot like completely explain all the aspects of this book because I will give out spoilers. So I'm not talking much about this book. Just go read this book. And also the link for all of these books will be in the description below if you guys want to read it. An ebook, if it's freely like available in Google or anything, I'll just share the link down below. You guys can click the link, read the book right away as your time permits. So yeah, the last book I would like to suggest, I haven't covered a lot because there's like a lot of books from the part of autobiographies, and I will be doing a movie recommendation soon, inspiring movies that you can watch. I'll be doing one video soon, so stay tuned for that. Before that, if you guys are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you guys think my content is valuable and you feel like this will help you, you guys must subscribe and wait for my new videos because I'll be doing amazing videos. So my last recommendations is none other than the famous autobiography of Mahatma Gandhi, My Experiments with Truth. I read this book last year because yeah, it's I grew up too much when I read that book. Like when I was in 10th grade, I read that book, and this book was also so good. I experienced a lot of trauma while reading that book because all the freedom struggle. I'm such a personal fan of history, so I'm such a big fan of history, and I always wanted to know more about history because I always loved and respect how great people shaped our history and all of these things. I'm like planning on reading all of the autobiographies of great people because that can like have such a big impact on your life. And after reading that book, I just made sure that I will do a video on this topic, and that's how I'm into this. So yeah, guys, My Experiments with Truth, without any further explanation, you guys all know it's an amazing book. Many people have already suggested if you guys want to read it in Malayalam or in English, whatever language, it does not matter, read it. That's what matters. If you guys want the link, I'll just leave the link in the description down below so you guys can check it out and read it right away as your time permits. Because I know our classes got started, all of our classes got started. I have a little brother, his classes have also got started, and I know how much it takes our time, like classes, notes, studies, and everything. I will suggest you guys read this book whenever your free time permits. Wasting time in social media will not give you any answers for your problems and your questions. So reading books can give you answers for all of your questions, and therefore I suggest you guys read. And on this reading day that we have come to the end of the video, I suggest you guys read at least 3 books this week because that is what makes reading so special. If you guys are a reader, you know how it feels to be in this day. Seems like my birthday today because I am so happy today because it's reading day and I want to read a lot today. So yeah, guys, without anything, I just wanted to say thank you to all. And another thing, a lot of new members have joined our family. Welcome all. I'm so happy to have you. Looking forward to go and explore a lot of new things together. And yeah, guys, that's all for today's video. I love you all as always, and stay tuned for more. Love you.